Hello everyone, I'm back after a very long time. I meant to record this video like 2 weeks ago, but stuff just kind of kept happening that got me recording this being pushed back and back and back. So I think let's just dive right into it. So since the last time I recorded my video, I had a birthday. So I have some birthday things to show you guys and just some other stuff. So let me show you. The first thing is, not in chronological order, just in order of me wanting to show you. At my stitching guild, there's a lady who's very nice and she's my friend, and she does Hardinger. And so she did a little class showing us on how to do it. So here's what we did in the first time. My cutting's really bad, I know. Just on purple Hardinger fabric with the DMZ variegated thread. The Pro Cotton size 5, I think. Yeah. And yeah, so this is just the start of it. We didn't get done in just the one session, so over the next couple months I'm going to work on this and hopefully get that done. It's the class was on UFO day, so we know the Flosstube kind of knows UFO is unfinished object, but UFO day is just the day we go to work on things, so it's kind of like a whip day, but it's called UFO day, and it confused me a lot at first. But anyways, the next thing is I do actually have a finish and an FFO, but they were also starts, so it doesn't really count as getting stuff done. Speaking of which, I haven't got the thing that I need to get done because I've been having really bad headaches when I'm looking at stuff up close, and looking at 28 count requires me to look at it very close. And so every time I try looking at that project, I get a really bad headache and everything just kind of starts to blur and get dizzy, and I don't feel good. So I haven't been working on that, but I need to. So I'm going to either try to suck it up or figure out what's wrong or stuff like that. I thought maybe it was my glasses, but I got new glasses and it's still happening. Speaking of which, the reason that they're purple is that they have that blue coating on them. So that way blue light from your computer screen doesn't hurt your eyes as much. And since I'm on my computer all the time, I thought that was good to get. So I can't see it as blue or purple, but the glare shows up as blue and purple. Sorry, my tongue is just bleh today. Yes, did I mention that it's my second time recording this? I recorded it once, but I didn't like it, so I'm redoing it. And my finish from this month, January, February, is so it's by the Stitcherhood Simply Divine Cross Stitch. It's number 160, the Nautilus. So here that is. You can get the pattern on the Stitcherhood.com. See here, I actually got this one from 123 Stitch. It was in clearance, and I had to have this pattern. And I had to have this pattern for a couple of reasons. One, I love Nautiluses. It's such a pretty shell. And the amylodite, it's just, so this is, for those of you guys who don't know, the Nautilus is just a really kind of famous pretty shell, and it follows this spiraling pattern where it gets bigger and bigger, and it's actually called the golden ratio, and it's where things continually get twice as big. So you start off with one square, and then you double it over, and that's 2, and then you double that over, so it's 4, and then you double that over, so it's 8, and it gets continuously bigger. And so this is a pretty famous shape in nature because it's the most efficient way of growing things. So shells are like this, some flowers grow like this, and it's used a lot in art and famous paintings and stuff because it's the golden ratio. It's just the rule of the universe, kind of. It's one of those things. And another thing, so I'm going to show you mine now. I did not stitch it with black floss like it was charted for. I did it in this absolutely gorgeous variegated thread. So this is Las Vegas Boulevard color 102 from Mad X Stitcher. So here's what the card looks like, and I used about a skein, like a 1 1/3 skein of floss to stitch this on 14 count. And I love this floss. It's so beautiful. Mad X Stitcher doesn't sell their floss anymore. They give it away. So if you guys ever want to check out their videos and stuff. But they closed down their store at the end of last year. And I'm really glad that I got this floss when I could. And so I had this floss for a while, and it was my absolute favorite because I have a few more of their variegated floss. And Las Vegas Boulevard was my favorite, but I kept wondering, like, what am I going to stitch with this? It's such crazy colors. It's very pretty but unique and unusual, and I was always kind of just on the lookout for a pattern that would look good with the colors and the variegated and all that. And I saw the pattern and I just loved it, and I had to have it, and I stitched it up, and it's gorgeous. And then here's the back for any of you guys who want to see. So I still need to lace this up, so you know, to make it look nice on the front. So I'm going to do that eventually. Oh, speaking of which, so you see the things on the wall behind me. So I'm going to try to use the wall behind me as like finishes and stuff. So you can see up here is the chicken one that my aunt did that I showed you guys in a previous video. And then here's the Capricorn, which is actually my logo, or like my icon on YouTube. It was shown in a previous video, and I think it's actually the picture of the Capricorn is one of the thumbnails of one of my videos. And then there's another thing here which you can't see because I'm in front of it. It's actually a painting I did, so let me go grab that to show you guys. Alright, so here it is. It's a crying eye. It's kind of sad. I painted this when I was feeling sad, and it was just kind of therapeutic for me. And so what I did is I took just, you know, the wooden embroidery hoops, and I took duck canvas that you can get at, you know, I got mine at Joann, and I put it in and I painted it. I think I painted it and then I put it in. I'm not quite sure what I did. It's been a while. I did this last year or the year before when I was just feeling kind of down. And yes, I was just kind of like trying to experiment on if you could like make stretched canvas with just embroidery hoop and be pretty cheap, because duck canvas is pretty cheap and hoops are pretty cheap. And so I did it, but it didn't quite work. I didn't, you know, like finish. I just kind of put it in and cut it close, so I can't really tighten it, and the tension on it is really uneven, and like, let me see if I can show you guys. It's very bad, because I think something actually got set on this, because like it has like divots in it. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting thing to do, just like, if you want. It's something different, it's interesting, and I liked it. So yeah, so this is also up on the wall, so I'm going to go put that back. Okay, it's back. And then, so like I said, so I'll hang this up on the wall somewhere, and as I finish more things, I want to hang them up here. Speaking of which, I have, like I said, a fully finished object, but it's not going to go up in here. It's actually going to go in my bedroom. Got this. So I got a diamond painting for my birthday. And so this is actually a Bob Ross painting, and I got the kit itself on Amazon. So I really like, if I can do this without glare, I really like lighthouses. And I've been looking for a cross-stitch pattern of cross-stitches for, whoa, what did I just say? My brain just, okay. I've been looking for a cross-stitch pattern of lighthouses for a while, but the only ones I've seen have been really, like sunny, like bright and colorful and happy. And it's always been like a daytime scene, and there's flowers and like beautiful skies or sunsets, and that isn't what I want. I wanted a dark picture. I wanted it shining in the night, which is when, you know, they're used, and I didn't want it to be like super bright, because I like lighthouses because they're like this beacon in a dark night to save ships and all that stuff. Just, you know, kind of romantic and things. And so I saw this one and I had to have it. And it has lots of purples and blues, and it's really pretty, and I like it a lot. So if I can, I'll try to link it down below, along with the Nautilus. And yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to remember like what I said in the last video, the first recording of this, and now this one. Yeah, so I just I've always liked lighthouses, and I saw this and I just had to have it because I've been looking for like a cross stitch pattern. I never came across one. So I'm really proud of this. Since this isn't going up in here, it's gonna go up in my bedroom. And let's see what else. I showed you those things. And so I think this was a birthday gift. I can't remember if this was birthday or Christmas, but I don't believe I showed it to you guys before. So this is, oh no, everything's falling on the ground. So it's called Stitch Up, a journal for stitching and sharing. So I already opened it, so it looks kind of funky, but the packaging looks like this. And then I've taken the stuff out of it. So it comes with embroidery floss, and it comes with a needle, and it it calls it the embroidery floss yarn, which I think is kind of weird. But what's cool about it is that it comes with this journal, and so it has these punctured holes on it. It's like perforated, and so I stitched the pineapple on here because I like pineapples, and then I charted the heart by myself. And so the whole journal just comes with more perforated paper. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. So you can stitch different things on this, and it comes with like dotted paper that you could write on, or you can chart out your own designs. And then in the back, it's kind of cool. It has like some that you can make like little postcards on. So yeah, it's a really cool journal. I would recommend it for like someone who's maybe getting into stitching. I don't know. It's kind of funky. It's not like stitching on fabric, but it's good to learn. I don't think you can really do cross stitch on it. It's more like embroidery kind of stuff. But so yeah, so it comes with this little brochure that has like a bunch of different designs on it that you could do, double-sided, different difficulties and how to do it. Yeah, so that was really cool. My cousin gave that to me, and I really like it. And then my parents got me something for my birthday. I got the Halloween Fairy Glare by Mirabillia. And so it comes with the floss and fabric. But I'm probably going to switch out the fabric and dye something myself just because it looks kind of dull. So there's that. That's really cool. And so I probably won't stitch this for quite a while because I need to finish the thing I need to finish. And I don't like stitching Halloween things other than October. Like I've tried stitching in September and I've tried stitching in November, and I just don't like it. And I still need to finish Electra, so she'll be my priority in October, and then after her I'll either start Cleo and Emmy or the Halloween Fairy. So there's that. And then I went to Barnes & Noble and I found this magazine. It's the Cross Stitcher, January 2018. And I actually bought it for, where is it? This pattern. It's like a little solar system. It's really cool. I don't know if anyone has done a flip through of this, or if anyone would like to see a flip through of this. You can just leave a comment down below and I'll try to figure out how to do that. Interesting magazine. And yeah, so those are things I've bought at like stores and I've been given for my birthday. And now I have a few thrift store finds. Woo, thrift store finds. So there's a thrift store downtown I can get to that doesn't always have a lot of crafting stuff, but I always try to pop in there just to see what they have. And so I found a couple little kits the few times I've gone there, and I always just try to buy them because like it helps out a women's shelter, which is cool. And I don't know, I can save these for a friend if they ever want to try cross stitching or something like that. So the first one here, trying to find them all. Okay, here they are. So I got these two. It's Noel Goose and Christmas Love, like a quilted ornament thing. So those are cool. And then I just found these the last time I went. It is like 2 little birds. It comes with the stuff. And I saw one kit there, and it was a kind of a cute design. I don't remember what it was, but it was cute. But someone had opened the bag and taken everything. They took all the floss, they took the needle, they took the frame, they took... Oh no, they left the hoop. They left the hoop. It was like a 3 or 4 inch hoop. But they took all the floss, and I couldn't tell if the pattern was there or not. And so I didn't get that, and that was kind of sad. Because I would have liked to stitch it, I just don't remember what it was. And someone stole all the stuff from it. And I opened this one, but it's really cute. And I might actually stitch this one myself eventually someday. It's a little pumpkin pie. I don't know if you guys just heard anything. My dad was taking the trash out. Yeah, so it's a little pumpkin pie. Pumpkin and pie. And it came with the floss and stuff in the pattern. But it comes with this cool little frame that's like these different wooden... Oh, they're kind of all the same. There's these little wooden things that you put together, like Lincoln logs. Oh god. Now I can't do it, can I? Technical difficulties here. I'm being beaten by a wooden frame. Yeah, there. It's this little wooden frame, and it's really cute. But I don't know how you're supposed to get the cross stitch in here. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to attach it, and there's no finishing instructions. So that's kind of weird, but it's cute. And my final thrift store frame, or thrift store find, not frame, was this book, Van Gogh's Flowers by that person. I'm not going to try to say it. And I really like this Vincent van Gogh. And so it just has like pictures of his paintings and like little things about them. I haven't actually gone through this book in its entirety. I just kind of quickly looked at some of the pictures. Speaking of Vincent van Gogh, have any of you guys seen the movie Loving or Living Vincent? I can't remember which it is, Loving Vincent or Living Vincent. And it is such a spectacular film. I know it was... I think it was like nominated for one of the awards for animation, and it should have won over Coco, because I saw Coco and it was an absolutely beautiful film, and I didn't think I was going to like it, but I really did. But in terms of animation, Loving Vincent should have won. For those of you guys who don't know, it was a movie where every frame of the film was a painting. Let that sink in. I'm not quite sure what the movie was filmed at. I know like things go at, I think it's like anywhere from like 30 to 60 frames per second times by the entire length of the movie. And I think it was something like I don't remember the statistics, and I'm not gonna look them up, but it was like a crazy amount of paintings that had to be like very carefully painted by a whole bunch of artists, and like every frame, like, so you know, like when, like, if any of you guys have seen like strobe lights and like someone's moving and then like you see them moving, every single frame that you're moving had to be painted and like with the same colors, and just like very, oh, it was such a beautiful film. And it's about the life of Vincent van Gogh leading up to his death, and it's just such a beautiful film. Like, if you're artsy, you should watch it. If you like Vincent, you should watch it. And if you don't like either of those things, you should still watch it, because it's a really interesting film. And that's my little comment on that. Sorry, I kind of rambled. The book's falling over. So I think that's everything that I have to show you. If I'm not forgetting anything, I'm forgetting something. One thing I ordered for myself, I'm not going to take it out, but it's in here, and I wrote top, keep, not trash, because I don't want parents to throw this away, but I bought a bolt of fabric from Nordic Needle, and I'm a little irritated because I was kind of waiting for the fabric to go on sale. And the thing that I thought was really cool about Nordic Needle is that you could order by the inch, so you can order like the amount of fabric that you need. And so I was waiting and I kept like reloading the page, and then the fabric that I wanted to buy was no longer being sold by inch, so I had to buy an entire yard. So I had to spend over twice as much as I wanted to spend to get fabric that I don't necessarily know if I'm going to use, because I only need like a tiny part of it. And now I have this whole bolt, and so I'm sure I'll find stuff to do with it, but I was just kind of irritated that I had to spend money to buy a yard of fabric. But it's for a project that I really like, and I would beat myself up if I didn't get the fabric, so I just beat myself that I got the fabric, and there's that. So eventually, when I finish the one I need to finish, I'm going to probably start this. I shouldn't start more things, but, you know, I like starting things. I wanted to try to, my original plans, which I don't know, I think I talked about my plans last month, in last month's video, but I really wanted to start a lot of things this year, or at least start a bunch of big projects, like 3 or 4 big projects, like a Heaven and Earth design, and a Tilton's Craft, and some ones I got off Etsy, and that was what I was going to be working on this year. It's like working on really big projects. Or I was going to start a bunch of Mirabillias, because I've bought a ton of Mirabillia patterns, but I've never started one of them, only my Nora Corbett. And that's what I want to do this year, but because I have the one looming over me that I need to finish, I haven't done that. So either later this year when I finally do finish that, or next year or the year after that, I want to start a bunch of big things. I want to dye more fabric, I want to do all this stuff. As for finishes, I do like finishes, but I like stitching more. I like working on projects more. So I'm going to try to get some of my finishes done, because I do have like 20 some whips, and that's a little stressful, but I'm close to a couple finishes, so I'm not going to be definitive. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to do, because when I say that, then that's always when it doesn't happen, right? So I'm not going to say I'm going to do anything. I'm going to try to get the thing done, which that is like the one definite thing. I need to get that done. And then after that, what I want to stitch on is what I'm going to stitch. And I think now, finally, that's everything. Everything I've got, everything I've bought, everything I've done. So I will see you guys next time, and I hopefully have stuff to show. So, bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Remember to like comment down below if you guys want to see the flip through or any comments. Yeah. And then now just kind of afterthoughts kind of things is that I'm going to be a little real with you guys. I'm going to be a little honest with you guys. It's now has been over a year since my entire world just kind of got thrown for a loop, and 2017 was a really rough year. If you guys have been watching my videos, it was a really rough year, and I bought a lot of things last year because buying things is kind of how I deal with stress, and having it been 1 year now, I'm kind of getting stressed and depressed and anxious and upset again, and mourning and grieving, and so I've bought a lot more stuff. So if it ever ships and gets here, I'm gonna show that to you guys, but I've ordered stuff from China, and so Chinese New Year's happening, and it hasn't shipped yet, and yeah, so I'm trying not to like spend all my money on things, but I kind of have been. And it's just because, like, when you have something coming in the mail, you have something to look forward to. You wait for it to ship, and then you wait for it to deliver, and then you wait for it to get there, and then you get a little something in the mailbox, and it's really fun and exciting, and that just makes me feel happy, and yeah, so I'm doing that as just kind of a way of coping, but I need to stop that because I need to not spend all my money, but it's too late now. And yeah, so I'll have that stuff to show you guys, and now I'm just rambling on. But I'll see you guys next time with probably stuff to show you, and hopefully finishes. But who knows? I'm not going to be promising anything. Bye-bye!